Peace, peace. Spears and Mics. Salute, man. I'm Zulu King L1 out of chapter 25 from the Zulu Union. I got my brother, the co-host, Zulu King Just P from chapter 17, Zulu.
Yes, yes.
Peace, King.
Peace, peace.
Um,
Peace.
Good.
Word. Today we got a special guest with us. Today on Spears and Mics. It's one of the younger generation Zulus and a brother that, you know what I'm saying, like I highly respect, amongst the younger class or the next generation
Appreciate
of
that.
Zulu, a brother that I'm proud to see that, he's gonna carry the torch for the brothers my age at one day, brothers like him, Smiley, Ox, Albie, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth, Nikki Sins, all the young Zulus, you know what I'm saying? My brother Spaceman, who's a dope MC straight out of Freeport, New York. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into his hip hop
Peace.
journey.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes. Just
Wow.
off top, I want to just say, peace, kings. Yes.
I keep peace.
I'm glad to
Peace.
be here. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me on the platform.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I wanted to get your story and let the world know like who our brother is, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I think you're a very talented brother.
Thank you.
And I think it's our duty to push you and get behind you. No funny. You know what I'm saying? And just basically put you in a position where we can get some more listeners, more attention, more people to recognize your talent and follow, a dope MC. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that sounds good to me, King. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, man, for real. For real. So yeah, so like Freeport, New York, that's where your story begins, or do you have a different origin beyond
N-
that?
Nah, man. I mean, I'm a Long Island guy. I'm a Long Island guy. We lived in Hempstead till I was like 6, and then we moved to Freeport, and I've been in Freeport pretty much. I'm a Freeport guy.
Okay. Any specific part of Hempstead that said that you remember, like Parkside or the Heights, or do you remember that, or
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I
like
mean,
early?
we lived in those buildings right across from the bus station and the library and shit right over there. You know what I'm saying? We
Okay.
fucking yeah, we was over there. So I was like 6 and
Well,
shit. You know.
well, and then family busted out of Hempstead and landed in Freeport.
Yeah, yeah. Mama got a new kind of job. You know what I'm saying? Moved over to Freeport and South Side things. You feel me?
Yeah. So you were still young when you landed out in the port. So I guess like you would be considered like most I guess it was like easy to adapt to Freeport because like your like history is like you've
Oh
been there
yeah.
for a long time already. So it was a smooth transition right from the stad to
But I mean, I
to
was a
Port
little
Knox.
I was a little kid. Like the Hempstead thing. It was like
Right.
it was really, like I said, I started first grade and shit in Freeport. So for all intents and purposes, I've been in Freeport the whole time, really. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No doubt. So Freeport, they call it Cashport. I guess I'm old school. They was calling it Port Knox at one time, but I think the youngins call it Cashport now, right? That's
Hmm.
the new name.
That's
Yeah.
the motherfuckers
So
been calling it that. Freeport, Port
mhm.
Knox. You know what I'm saying? It depends on who you asking, but all of those work.
Right. So like tell me a little bit about Freeport for those that don't know. Because like the Nassau County got a lot of history with hip hop in
Right,
general, you know what I mean? Like
right. Well, I mean,
so it's an illustrious area.
indeed. I mean that was like growing up out here. That was one thing that was all like Public Enemy is like famously from here. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, you always hear
Right.
people bumped into Flavor Flav at the goddamn Checkers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, and
Right.
you know.
Local heroes shit.
Correct. And then when I was a little bit later, but like when motherfuckers found out that MF Doom was out here for a long time, because I guess that was like common knowledge. I guess that was common knowledge for like a certain older generation, but
Right, yeah. Long
for a lot of
Beach.
us
Yep.
that was younger, that was finding out about the nigga through the internet and shit. It was like, yeah, you from Long Island or whatever. It was like, oh, this nigga's actually from the hood, like from Freeport and shit. So that was, like a little bit. shit like that. But yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, just in terms of hip hop culture and things like that, it's very deep in Freeport. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a lot of
Yeah,
very, I don't know what it is. I never even really
and that
understood what it was, but there's always been a lot of people that are very serious about like the hip hop culture and shit, like here in this community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always knew that shit. Fucking
right.
Mobb Deep famously was out here for a long time back in the '90s and shit, running around doing
Yeah,
all kinds of
that's a
foolishness. You know
fact.
what I'm saying? Like, right. So being a
That's a fact.
kid
Well, you
and
all heard
growing up
those
in
stories.
and right, exactly, because you was right. But that's what I'm saying is that it's like being a kid and growing up in the early 2000s and the late 90s and shit like that. Like, there was definitely a sense of, like there, Freeport in terms of hip hop culture and history or whatever. Like, it's a thing, like we always understood
Yeah,
that.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
For
Well,
those that don't know, what are some of the stories about Mobb Deep in Long Island or Freeport that you used to hear back in the day?
Just that they were around, just that they were around and, people bumped into them and saw them around and shit like that.
No doubt.
yeah, yeah. I'll tell you. I think we discussed it one time. From what I had heard, they used to spend like, and I don't know how old the brothers were at this point. They probably could have been in their early 20s still at this point, but it's kind of weird. Like
Yeah,
basically them living in Freeport, they bought the crib, they got the bag or whatever, their money situation's good. So they had went out to they was just in the local area, like basically chilling in like a lot of people seen them in Freeport High School, you know?
okay. Yeah,
Were
yeah.
a lot of people seen them in Freeport High School. So lot of stories, girls flirting with them, I don't know, them picking up people, chilling with people out in Freeport. So they had like a big history out there. Prodigy spoke a little bit about it in his book, My Infamous Life. Yeah, I
Mm,
mentioned the house in Freeport,
right,
because they was all in there deep. So Queensbridge
right.
was definitely
That's why I know
tied up,
from the book.
right. You know what I'm saying? They mentioned it in there, but way before the book came out, I had already been hearing stories from the
Right.
Zulus and other brothers that I knew out in Freeport that they was out there. And I mean, Freeport got a dope history with hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And I think brothers like you continue to carry the torch. And you know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying? It's another
I'm
generation that
trying.
will follow, you know what I
Definitely
mean?
trying.
So yeah, definitely. Now you doing it, brother.
Yeah.
So like what do you say, like what brought you to hip hop culture as a youth? You know what I'm saying? Like your early memories of like what
No,
you first like really grabbed your ear, you know what I'm
no,
saying?
good
Like and
question.
and just opened the door for you in hip hop.
I mean, I mean, it's honestly really funny for you to act for like to act like that's a really cool question, but it's just so funny just because like I think for me and I guess being where I'm from, being who I am at the time that it was like it was just cool. Like, it was just it was just fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember just being a little nigga and just,
Hmm.
fucking just that's what was up. You know what I'm saying? Like, right,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, it's just the beats was
Yeah,
dope and these niggas was just saying all types of fly shit and they had girls and jewelry and V's and it was just ill. It was just,
right,
yeah, man.
right. No doubt, no doubt.
And then
Any in
and then to
particular
and
like
to
artists that really caught you?
well, yeah, I mean, because I think too, just to even kind of just build off of that last thing I was even just saying though, is just that like, in addition to all of just the fly shit or whatever, the fact that like those would say shit that would really hit though. You get what I'm saying? Like, in the middle of the entertainment, like just the fact that you could see the effect of it outside. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like you see how much effort, how much influence this culture has in, what I'm saying, what we doing shit. So as a kid, like I remember, like, like I like what I was thinking like 10 when like One Mic came out and shit like that. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, I remember like Genesis, the Busta Rhymes album with Breaking Neck on it and shit like that. Like that was a big one when I was like 9.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Mm-hmm.
Violator Volume 2. Violator Volume 2. Yeah,
No
like
doubt.
yeah,
No doubt. Yo,
yeah, man.
a little brief piece of
Year
history for you, right? Because you
2000.
said Violator. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know if you're aware, but the founder of Violator is Elder Zulu. You may have heard of Chris Lighty, as
Yeah,
being the founder of Violator Records
yeah,
and
yeah.
Violator Management. He was Zulu. From Bronx River, original, highly respected. You know what I'm saying? And, went on to be one of the most successful executives in hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean? It's funny that you say that, you know what I'm saying? That Violator Volume 2 caught your ear, and that's something that, um, brought you into hip hop because, all of that Violator stuff
Yeah.
was brought out by the Zulus, basically.
Right.
So, and
Feel
of
like
course, Chris Lighty had a big responsibility managing some of the greatest artists in
mm-hmm,
entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
So that's dope. It's dope. It's kind of like full circle. You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean?
Word.
I feel like I could. It's one of those things where it's like it might be like the Mandela effect. I might have just made it up in my memory, but I feel like I remember seeing like a billboard for that album like in Hempstead when I was a kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, 'cause it was a big rollout for that album. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it was a big album, and I feel like I remember even seeing like a billboard with just like like Nick, like Busta and fucking Nori and shit, like looking like
Yeah, I
cartoon
think they had like the
superheroes and shit on the.
cartoons, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
shit, it was plastered everywhere. The street
That's what
team
I'm
did
saying.
a
Like that shit just cause
yeah,
it's
it
like,
was out
yo,
there.
like that's
This
dope.
is the
Like,
street team era. This is the street team era. They hitting every billboard, every piece of spot they could glue that on. You know what I mean? They
hmm,
sticking up the joint. I mean, that's how we was finding out about the albums. You know what I'm saying? Or
right,
you might find out about it on the Source or Hot 97, and then you walk by and you like, yo, that comes out tomorrow. Oh man, I might have to cut school and grab that CD. You know what I mean?
right,
Like,
right.
whoa. So
Hmm.
yeah, man, that's dope. So like now you tell us, some of the artists and some of the things that caught your attention to coming into hip hop. Like when did you start MCing? When did you start writing? Like when did you say like I want to partake in the culture, like not just as a listener or a fan, but like yo, I could do this too. Like I have a
Right,
desire to be an MC, write, you know what I'm
right.
saying? I want to get in the studio, I want to make this happen. Like where'd that come from? Like when did that come
Well,
into play?
it's fucking yeah. It was it's funny because I started off making beats originally. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like when I started making beats when
Okay,
I was maybe like
speak
12.
on that.
Like yeah. I had Fruity Loops demo. I got the Fruity Loops demo in like '03, '04, some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was fucking. I was thinking of myself more as a producer. I never thought of myself as a rapper growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I love
Okay,
the culture a lot and shit. And I thought I could make some beats. I thought, Pharrell was popping and shit
right,
like that. You
right,
know what I'm saying? I was like, I'll do some, you know what I'm saying? I'll make some beats or whatever. So
right, right.
I started making beats when I was 12, and I was kind of into it for a while. Like I was, I had an MPC, and I had to make a Reason and Machine. I was making beats. Um, but I don't know, like, cause I had a whole like sound form that I was doing, which was very much not what niggas want. It wasn't the thing anyway. So it was just like I make them and I fuck with them, but it wasn't what niggas was looking for. And like people would be, there was dudes that was trying to rhyme over them and shit, but
Hmm.
I just wasn't getting much of a sense of like it wasn't. It just didn't feel like it was going anywhere, whatever. And but at like maybe and I never rhymed. I was never a rapper. I used to try to like write some little bullshit here and there, whatever. And I was like, this is whack, and I just wasn't. It was like whatever. So, but um, so yeah, I was making beats for a while, and then after high school, like the year, like pretty much like right after high school, I was like 18, and I was staying with some family in the West Coast, on the West Coast of Cali, and I had no fucking idea what I was doing. I wasn't going to college and shit. I was like, fuck it. And I just thought
Mm,
I just really like made it. I was like, I'm gonna start rapping. Not even like it was just like I'm out here. I'm trying to do some whole shit. Who the fuck knows? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just started. I wrote some shit. I wrote like some little bullshit ass rhyme or whatever, and I met up with my mans out there, and we was like just walking around LA doing whatever, and I just like spit the rhyme for the nigga when we was walking and shit, and he was like, "Oh shit, that's what's up. You rap now?" And I was like, "I guess I do." You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And it was like
bro.
I just and like pretty much from when I got that kind of like initial like sort of like just positive reinforcement about it, like I spit it for somebody and they was like, "Oh, this dope." Um, I was like, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna really start taking this. I'm gonna be a good. I want to be a good. I want to get good at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to really like
Right,
take
right,
this
right,
serious
right,
and really like. I think this is my thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
and that was pretty much it, honestly. Like,
Wow.
Talk a little bit about your writing process and how that affects your actual rap style and how you came up with that a little bit.
um, all right. We gonna talk about that. All right. Yeah. Nah, I'm just laughing or whatever because I've been doing just for whatever because I've been doing my own series of content on my platform or whatever, right? And it's just funny because part of the whole I was talking to P about this shit and I was like, all right, but you gonna still do my shit? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. But it was just like, all right, like yeah, nigga, because I was like, this was about to get into some artist talk on that shit, but it's cool. We gonna figure. We gonna, it's
I
cool, but
figured you would have told.
I'm gonna
Oh,
answer your
so
question.
I came into it
I'm
late.
gonna answer
You
your
know what I mean?
question.
I
No,
came into the middle of the
I
You
can answer
conversation.
your
took the
question. Thank you.
exclusive. You took the exclusive away from
Yeah.
him.
Nah, I'm just playing, but nah, it's cool. I mean, but it's like the writing process is uh intuitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, P froze. All
Yeah, he's good
right.
though.
Yeah.
He'll
It's
reconnect.
all right. Yeah.
We here though.
Yeah. It's like I think the biggest thing in general is I'm always just like I try to look at it from a very tactical standpoint, right? And because I don't want to even set the bar at like reinventing the wheel every time that I rap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that, but a big part of I don't know. I like fucking with structure. You know what I'm saying? Like I like playing with structure, and I like really trying to just get inventive with like different ways to put the words together. You know what I'm saying? Like so
Right.
to answer P's question, when the right my writing process is it's just funny because like it's all based on like certain structures or whatever. But the more that you get into the patterns of it or whatever, the more you know. Just a lot of patterns. Just a lot of patterns.
Right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Hmm.
And what gives you the inspiration? Like, is there anything in particular that gives you that inspiration? Like let's say you got a project that you're gonna try to get working on. Like this is day one. Like where's the inspiration come from? Does it come from just like the hunger to be successful in the music industry, or does it come from like just striving to be great, or like do you listen to like a particular artist or several artists that put you in a space that you like, yo, they great and I'm striving to walk in that same path toward greatness, like because people, everybody finds inspiration from different avenues.
Right.
So what gives you the inspiration to
In
write
turn,
and
in
Mhm.
terms of rhyming.
Right.
Right. It's funny. It's funny that you say that, cause like I guess I mean fuck it. We on Spears and Mice. It's like I believe in this art form. I believe in this culture, right? So to me, when we talking about like spitting a dope rhyme or being a good MC or being a elite MC or being like great at the craft of doing the shit, it's a certain energy that you got to tap into to deliver it. You get what
Right,
I'm saying? And it's
right,
not even a it's not like the question is like how am I tapping into the real? You get what I'm saying? Like
right, 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 right.
so the as far as the inspiration and shit, like it's like I'm a practitioner, you know what I'm saying? Like there's the flow, I gotta catch the flow, I gotta spit my shit, and it's the dopest shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's
Whoa,
real, like it's real. It's I'm like Marshall with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really how like
no doubt.
yeah, it's a practice. It's
I,
just
right. Well, when you say Marshall, do you is like Eminem one of your more
hmm.
favorite artists? Because it's kind of random to just mention them like that.
Oh well, I mean no, I said Marshall like military type shit. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay,
Like
okay,
yeah,
okay.
like just like a K like you know what I'm saying? Just style, like you know what I'm saying? Like martial
Right,
law
right,
and
right,
shit like that.
right,
Yeah,
right, right. No, all right, I got you.
but I mean
Wow.
shout out to Eminem. Hell yeah.
Right, 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 right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so like, who do you think is your favorite MC as a listener, not as an MC yourself, right? Just as a listener. Like, it don't have to be all time. You could give me your all time, and you could give me like someone that you just think is like one of your favorites. You know what I'm saying?
One of my favorites is like right now, like
Yeah, right now. We can go right now.
um, I mean I mean I think Stove God Cooks is really dope. I like Conway. You know what I'm saying? Fucking trying to think who else is fucking what I guess you say like clips and shit like that. Just put out some new shit or whatever. It's funny. I don't know. Like I listen. I be hearing different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. With like hip hop. A lot of times, like I feel like I be just like hearing shit that I like as it passes me by. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
not gonna front. Like I don't even be listening to as much shit as I really should. To be honest, like.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people that's um artists themselves that go through spells where they kind of tune out the music to focus in
Mhm.
on their own. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I don't know if you do stuff like that because I know you be in the music like all like you be consuming a lot of hip hop P.
Yeah, but
But is there ever times where you kind of like block out like the outside?
I mean, to do the music, I just do whatever I feel like. I don't really like look at music and be like, I want to make a song like that or anything. Um, me
Hmm.
like listening to music is kind of weird. It's like when I get feelings, you know what I'm saying? So if I feel like a certain type of feeling, I might try and look for music like that, and it don't really be hip hop. Or if like a song hits me and I'd be like, oh. And then as far as hip hop, I just keep like I'll actively like listen to it to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? To see what's happening. It's like me studying or something to see what's popping and who constantly is moving. So I listen to rap like that. I don't really listen to rap like music wise, kind of. It's more like paying attention to the game or the sport. You know what I mean? And and
Mm.
that's
Right.
just because I do music. You know what I'm saying? But as
Right.
far as listening, it's whatever I do, whatever I feel.
Yeah. Like, cause that be the shit is like. I feel like a lot of time, like I feel like I'm at a certain point now where, excuse me, like I have a very strong sense of what I'm trying to do creatively and what my foundation is and what what I'm representing every time that I actually do the thing. And I don't know, like it's just like I like so that's what I said. I be listening to like Supreme Clientele, you know what I'm saying? Like I still listen to like Low End Theory. Like I listen to Low End Theory every week type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like just because
That's crazy.
So fuck,
That's
I
like
mean, not,
that's definitely before your time. I really respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
thanks. I
like
mean,
these joints that came out when I was young and like, you know what I'm saying? Low
oh
End
yeah,
Theory. I mean,
oh yeah.
Supreme Clientele is a classic. Peace to that because part two comes out in like about an hour and a half.
Right. Oh,
Um,
it's not all the way out yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it comes out at midnight.
I was listening to a
But
couple of the leaks off of that shit. It was sounding very good.
or
Yeah, I mean, but that's
Peace to Ghostface Killer.
he's the Ghostface Killer for real. But yeah, that's what I be saying. It's like I don't know, like it is really weird because I just remember a time when like I was so locked into like new music, new music, new music. Like,
Hmm.
no, I just be listening to the old shit. Because I guess the thing too is that a big part of it is that because it's not like I'm not aware of what niggas is doing. Like I hear everything that everybody's doing, but
Hmm.
in terms of like for me it's more of a question of like what am I doing right now anyway, you get what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm seeing that you moving in this direction and I'm seeing that you moving in that direction and you moving in that direction, that's cool, but it's like I'm moving in this direction, so I gotta keep moving in that direction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. No,
right,
I get
right.
it.
Yeah.
Um, I think I think I've known you probably about almost 10 years. It could be 10 years. So I know you've been Zulu for a while already now.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what brought you into you know, then the Universal Zulu Nation or, just Zulu in general? What kind of brought you in? What chapter did you join? Like give me a little bit about your history as far as being Zulu. Cause
Well,
I know a lot of stories, but I like to know. I personally like to know everybody's story. You know what I'm saying? And I like to know their stories well. And that was one of the motivations to be on this podcast. Talk about hip hop, talk about Zulu stories and the
yeah,
origins and the history. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And document the history and document where we going with this too. You know?
Right, right.
Well.
Yeah, man. I mean, sure. I mean, it's so uh my I grew up in like I have a very kind of like like Black Power sort of family, right? Just a lot of that activity has just always been around me, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
my pops is a Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? Like I got mad family, it's like, militant Muslim, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just real Black Power shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just like
Right.
it's way back. So, um whatever. That's just, part of my background. Fast forward, I'm going to Freeport High School, and a whole bunch of my friends and these niggas I know from school, like these Spanish niggas, are just out here wearing mad red, black, and green. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay,
Right.
that's
What's
all
this
right.
about?
Right. And and that was the thing too. Was like, I knew these niggas. I knew these dudes when we was in junior high school, in sixth grade and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, see them around
Right, right,
school and
right,
shit. So to see that was different. But it was, all right, cool. So and then obviously like being out here, you hear more about the what niggas is doing and shit. But it
right,
is just it was the thing that I always remember. At the time when it first started coming through the town that I knew of in terms of like my generation and shit
right,
was what it was I just thought it was really interesting that like dudes was really like jacking the knowledge though, you know what I'm saying? Like which was just like, it wasn't even like it was just a gang. I mean, it's not a gang, but you know what I'm saying? Like where it was motherfuckers was really on some like, some real knowledge shit,
right,
Um which I thought was just really cool to just, see my friends really getting into all of this shit on a
right,
knowledge tip. Um, but whatever. So, but even at the time, whatever, I was doing my own thing. I was doing music or whatever. So blah blah blah. After I started rhyming, came back from California, moved to Brooklyn, and I was living in Brooklyn for like 4 or 5 years. I was like in a group, and we were moving all around the city. Just doing different things, whatever. I'm just moving around, a whole bunch of niggas. And then I moved back to Freeport from Brooklyn, and I don't know, just I guess I was just at a place in my life at that time where I really the idea of like I wanted to I was just really on some like community shit, you know what I'm saying? Like coming back from living in the city, and as cool as all of that was, and moving around and going to shows and meeting people and blah blah blah, it was always like I'm not from there, you know? Like
Hmm.
I'm not actually from Brooklyn. I'm from Freeport. So and that wasn't even like a problem or whatever. Like I was good in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like I was moving around, it was cool. But when I came back to the hood, when I came back to Freeport and shit, and it just really, it was like, it really just occurred to me where it's like, these like dudes is still on it out here, you know what I'm saying? Like for all of the, like dudes is really still standing on that same knowledge, doing red, black, and green, which is, something that I was already aligned with from the jump, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
I don't know. Yeah, right. It was really when I moved back from Brooklyn to Freeport, it was really, made it happen pretty quick because that was the thing. I knew everybody.
right. And what chapter is this that you joined?
I joined chapter 17, Shadow Clan.
No doubt. And for the listeners that don't know, that's the chapter that our brother Just P is a part of as well. You know what I mean? It's a chapter that's based out in Flushing, Queens. Um, Founded probably like East Elmhurst, Flushing, Queens, two different divisions. Zulu King Lee, Boricua Mike, the two founders of the chapter.
In 1990,
And I'm sorry.
in 1990 they founded the chapter.
Yeah, 1990. Yeah, speak on it.
Yeah, Mike and Lee. Flushing was just a division. It was really Elmhurst for a long time until
Right.
Biggs became like the leader, and that kind of
Hmm.
came like the hub. He became like a star,
Right.
and that was that. You know what I mean? The only ones from Elmhurst is really still around is Rounds, Kama.
Peace. All right, peace
Myself.
to Rounds, peace to Karma. Two good brothers.
Yeah,
Peace, peace.
Itchy's still around from Elmhurst. Geo still around. But yeah, shout out to
No
everybody.
doubt.
17. But
Yeah.
that's Long Island. Um, the crazy thing is, like that's almost me, but not really me. Like I'm from Long Island, but I didn't have nothing to kind of do with Freeport. Freeport came from, I want to say Cuba, and then and Albie, right? Albie comes from Cuba, so Cuba was just a dude that joined from our division in was it Corona, and then
Mhm.
somehow he just went out there to Freeport for no, I don't know, and then just blossomed. Because the crazy thing is like Cuba stopped coming around a long time ago. He been, but what he did, like he definitely birthed Freeport as far as 17, and then the couple of there's like maybe two iterations of like Freeport Zulu period, like the Lost Tribe, the original, and then
Right.
Indian, and then everybody,
It splintered out a lot from Lost Tribes though. Like
you know,
splintered out a lot. So we'll rewind it a little bit, right? Like because me and P, we've been
right?
like being in Huntington, Long Island, we was very active in like Freeport as well, and vice versa. Brothers in Freeport
We the ones
was
that
active.
on Freeport, you know.
Right. We was back and forth in Freeport very often, almost every weekend, whether it's a big meeting.
Mhm.
Brothers was out in our town. Peace to Nation, peace to sympathy.
I've seen a bunch
Um
of Nation and Sympathy Script, I've seen a few.
were
Word.
yeah. So I bumped into sympathy in the year 2000 in Five Towns College. and he seen the medallion, you know, and I was beat up every day. And he was like, "Yo, you Zulu?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, word, I'm Zulu too. I'm from Freeport." I'm like, "Word, what chapter you from?" He like, "Lost Tribes." I'm like, "That's a New Jersey chapter. That's kind of weird." Like,
Mhm.
um, you know, so I was just surprised, like, you know what I'm saying, that a chapter that's based in Newark, New Jersey is out in Freeport, because I didn't know about it. But we were all in the dark. We really didn't like be like knowing each other like that. They was mad Zulus out in Long Island all over. Like
Yeah.
dudes
Word.
from Chosen out in Brentwood, Aliens out in Brentwood. They was all different
Right.
chapters, you know, stuff getting shut down, stuff becoming inactive, whatever. But you know, as far as Huntington goes, Huntington Station, we was the G's, elite. That was our story. And then we started going out to Freeport to support their functions and
Hmm.
their meetings, and they would come out to us and we would be cars deep, man, going back and forth, Freeport, Huntington, and we built an amazing bond. And I know Albie had told me a story where he was actually gonna almost join G's under the brother Mel, who was originally Lost Tribes with Nation. So, you know,
Oh,
everything just fell into place, kind of like, you know, from Lost Tribes being out there mad deep, they splintered. Dudes wound up becoming chosen. Some dudes wound up becoming G's. You know, in Zulu, like for the listeners, like you could be Zulu and you be a part of 4 or 5 chapters before you retire, just for the nature of a chapter being shut down, or
yeah,
you know, personal reasons, or you might relocate to a different city, different borough, different region. You know, like if I move to Miami, I will probably join the Miami chapter. Or if I move to Orlando, I'm gonna join the Orlando chapter. If I move to Texas, I'm gonna join the Texas Zulus out there. Wherever you from, that you're gonna move with whoever you with. So we got
Word.
family all over the place. But I'll say, man, like I really enjoyed in my youth going out to Freeport, man, Pine
yeah.
Street.
Fine.
There was a lot of wild stories, a lot of wild meetings. Um, you know what I'm saying? Some rumbles and all types of crazy stuff that we was participating in. Just, I guess, being young, being Zulu, striving to hold it down and keep it serious and keep it respected. Because
Right.
when you strive to keep something respected, you gotta kind of defend it.
Correct.
Um, well, because it's definitely not a game for any of us when it comes to this.
No.
So yeah,
No.
man, but I want to say something in light of y'all younger brothers, man, brothers like Albie, brothers like Smiley, brothers like
Yeah.
yourself out there in chapter
Shout out to him,
17, man.
man.
I really respect, you know, how y'all were moving as youth. Um and I really respect the men that y'all became. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to express
Thank
like
you.
from never doubting y'all from I never doubted y'all when y'all were young, and I gave y'all, and I don't want to say we gave y'all, like my generation, we gave y'all the respect like y'all were men. And I hope that we were able to like show y'all some type of path to walk, or like at least show y'all what this was as best as we could. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all mean a lot to me and I respect y'all very much. You know what I'm saying? So,
Likewise. I mean,
word.
likewise, 100%. I mean, that's very, I think, I mean, that's very appreciated, and the sentiment is very much returned. I mean, listen, I mean, I know it's funny, just for to part of the thing, being out here, whatever, and being younger and kind of growing up in the era that we did or whatever, and I mean, there was a lot of shit that went down as far as this, in the last, 5, 6, 7, 8 years or whatever. That's a whole, but
Hmm. Hmm.
it's, but I see the brothers around, and I still, peace, the brothers, peace, Akis, I see them, everything,
Word.
and it's just funny because what this means to us, the structure, the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, the discipline, right? Like it makes a lot of difference, and I see it like we all we draw on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that it's important. You know what I'm saying? It continues to be important. You know what I'm saying? And you
Word.
guys is you set the example. Like so.
Freeport went through a lot
So,
as far as being Zulu. They went through a lot, a lot.
yeah, a lot. Yeah, definitely.
And so to see
Definitely trials, tribulations,
word, yeah.
bloodshed, um, you know,
So to see them,
just,
man,
yeah. We was young. We was all young when this shit like came out. Like we were young, basically kids trying to be men. You know what I'm saying? And I guess fueled by the elder Zulus that we came up under, like me, P, Biggs, so on and so, brothers like King Lee, brothers like TC Islam, you know what I'm saying? Brothers like Zulu King Fable. We used to go to Harlem like religiously, or me, P, Biggs, go to,
Yeah,
get the jewelry, get the knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Learn what the
oh yeah,
organization is. And then we came back from the city, you know what I'm saying? And we would teach the younger Zulus and our peers, you know what I'm saying, what this was. Striving to
true.
give y'all like or the brothers and sisters like what it really is, you know what I'm saying? Not like something fake or disconnected from the real,
No,
like the
no,
authentic, you know what I'm saying? Like what
correct.
we're being taught, we striving to teach y'all. So, it means a lot to me that y'all took it that serious. Cause a lot of dudes be fading out. Like a lot of
Oh
dudes,
yeah,
their wings be getting clipped. They people of the heavens. They Zulu, today, tomorrow. But then next year, dudes, have a seed and they be like, yeah, I'm out because I'm on grown man time now. But like, yo, I'm on grown man time. Seeds, a house, a career, you know what I'm
right,
saying? Like all of us is on grown man
right,
time and striving still to find balance and make it right. Cause a lot of us put more into Zulu than we did our own personal lives, yo. I'm gonna be
that's
real, you know? So brothers like y'all make it worth it for us because we sacrificed a lot in this, you know what I'm saying? So when I see y'all, like, and when I say y'all, I mean your generation of Zulus, like
right, right,
it's dear to me. Like I hold a special place, love and respect for y'all because y'all are carrying the torch for us, you know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
hope that y'all continue to shine bright and always remember the jewels or what we strive to teach y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to be here forever, as y'all ain't going to be here forever. So it's for y'all to also find, like, younger brothers and sisters to influence and carry and have them carry y'all torch, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
that's where this goes, when we talk about, yeah, like you say, the lessons is what brought me in, right? The infinity lessons. Infinity is never ending. So you got to keep on doing the knowledge and you got to also keep teaching the knowledge. That's where
right,
we at with this. Like it's important that you you drop them lessons on a younger brother from your neighborhood and give him the
right.
guidance and the direction because that might save him from crashing out. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's definitely, that's the idea. I mean, it is really funny too. Like, cause I remember, I was, somebody, I don't know if I got the whole copy or whatever, but I've looked at like the Infinity lessons and things like that, and cause I believe that part of the whole thing is that it's compiled from multiple individuals, correct? Like,
Indeed.
it's a compilation, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, so to me, like that was like really deep just looking through it or whatever. It's like when you really look at the the thoughts of Zulus, you know what I'm saying? Like the like Zulu really as an intellectual tradition, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
of you call it the streets or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like of like street culture, but like this is actually like motherfuckers put a lot of thought into this, you know what I'm saying? Like and channel it into the structure of like, you know what I'm saying, like what this thing is, like and like
Right.
I always, that's deep.
Yeah, brothers gave their thoughts, and there's brothers that gave their life. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
like that's the reality of it is,
right,
brothers gave their thoughts, their time, their blood, their sweat, their tears. And that's why, at 45 years old, I still honor this, even though we've gone through trials, tribulations. For us, this is like there's no turning back, like we're almost 30 joints in, you know what I'm saying? So like there's no I can't erase that, so but I appreciate y'all. um Man, just having you I always thought to myself we're gonna have some young brothers on here and I wanted to get y'all on here and you like the first younger generation Zulu to be on here with us And
Word. The
I'm
honor.
glad that,
The honor.
nah, it's an honor for us to have you,
Appreciate you.
but how can like first before shout out your handles and where they could find you and follow you. And then I want you to also talk about like your latest project or what you're working on before we close it out. So
Hmm.
let them know, how they can get in touch with you, follow you, so on and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can follow me on Instagram at spaceman underscore 667 underscore. Um, and then yeah, we go from there. But I do the videos, and in general, just Google it, Spaceman, cyberspace667.com. My fault. That's where you need to go. Go to the website.
Okay.
I got a website. The website's pretty fly. Go to cyberspace667.com. I smoke so much weed here. Go there. Yeah.
No doubt. What you working on right now? You got any like projects that you about to drop or something you working on?
Yeah, well, I just me and Just P just put out
Mm-hmm.
this song this week. It's called Peep the Method. I think it's pretty cool. I think it came out pretty nice. So that's going on. I had been it's funny cuz I have a habit, like I got 3 projects out right now, 3 full projects out. No features on any of these projects.
Mm,
And I was finishing up my 4th project in a row with no features, and I'm like, I don't want motherfuckers to think that I don't fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to
hmm.
think that. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a couple dudes I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Get them on some features. You know what I'm saying? And we'll incorporate some, some other very talented, what I'm saying, visionary MCs into the Spaceman sound. And you know what I'm saying? So that's been the Social Skills series. I've got 3 joints out. I got one with my man AB Gohard from I used to run with in the Inner City Kids. That song is Mumblecore. I got another song out with Fat Boy Sharif, who's fucking killing it on the underground rap tip right
Yeah,
now.
that's my guy.
Uh yeah, and then I got another joint that I just dropped with my man Kyle Raps called Geometry. That's some super trippy shit. Yeah, and then right now it's all about Pete the Method featuring Just P.
No doubt.
Yo, talk a little bit real quick about the science of the name Spaceman and why you go by.
Um y'all seen Sunset Park?
I did.
Yeah, yeah. So you remember the Terrence Howard character in Sunset Park?
He was Spaceman, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, some of the older niggas around the way thought that was funny because I used to just smoke weed and get high and stop paying attention. Like,
Mhm.
Was that what he was doing in the movie? He was just getting high. That's why they called.
I think so. I think he was like some sort of stoner, if I remember correct. I never even saw the movie, honestly,
You
but
never
niggas,
saw it?
they did. And they
I was,
thought that shit was hilarious. Like,
I was young, so you had to be like super young, like a baby.
when Sunset Park came out,
Yeah, it was like 90.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, but
That
that's what
shit
I'm
came
saying.
out like
It was like the older
96,
guys,
I
like,
think,
Did it? I think it came out in 98, right? Because what you call it, John? The Motherless Child? It might have came, it's like 96, 97. I feel like it came out in
somewhere
98.
around there, right?
Word.
mm-hmm,
Damn.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying? Like being I don't do the whole like age thing in hip hop, right? It should be ageless. Like whether somebody's like a great from back then or like great right now, relevant then, relevant now, like there's no expiration to dope in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
I just think like I think it's whack when like I was a little triggered today or yesterday, whenever the news dropped that Fabio Foreign was talking about, I guess him and Jim was on some type of podcast, and I'm honestly sick of hearing Jimmy talk about Nas, and like
Word.
I really, I've had enough of this. Like I'm
Word.
really getting fed up. But like, for Fabio Foreign to be on a Grammy nominated album with Nas, and then say that he don't know none of Nas's bars and he only listened to one mic or knew him for one mic. But yet Fabio Foreign, like he's just a few years younger than me and P. Like he's not no young dude. Like I think because he looks young, people assume he's like in his like late 20s, early 30s. Like he's some new generation rapper.
Because
Like
young people shit, the drill shit. and all that
Right,
real
the drill shit, like, 'cause it's
You
fairly
know,
new overall.
pop
It's not been
pop
around.
smoke friend and shit.
I think
You know.
like
Right.
he was young,
Like,
like Chef
do
J.
you feel like you were just talking about you a younger brother and you was talking about Busta Rhymes and you younger than 5 Year Foreign. So like you were
I
talking
think I
about
am a
Busta,
little
you were
bit.
talking about Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about some of the greats, like you talking about Violator. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
talking about you mentioned Public Enemy, like you're familiar with the history like of
yeah.
Long Island hip hop, like you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
as a younger brother. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
like to me it just kills me when someone that say they say they're a part of hip hop culture, but yet they make comments like that. That shit's whack,
Right,
man. Like, I don't
right.
like it, yo. I don't like it at all. It drives me crazy. Like, it makes me want to say, like, I mean, I can't kick somebody out of the culture, but like, I feel like we need to stop, like we need to really like tighten it up and be like, yo, you can't talk against the grain on one of the greats. Like, you can
Yeah,
nobody should be talking about Nas in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? Like. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
nobody, like you know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the greatest. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Nobody should be talking about Jay. No one should be talking about Big Daddy Kane. No one should be talking about Rakim. No one should be talking about KRS-One, LL Cool J. Like no one should be
Right.
talking about Melly Mel. No one should be talking about Grandmaster Caz. Like these are all like the goats of their eras to a degree. So it's like like we got to protect the greatest and the greats. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like respect goes two ways, right? You give respect to the pioneers and the greats, and then they give it to you. Like, I don't know why Nas's team reached out to 5 Year Foreign to get him on the record.
because he
Whatever,
was.
like they could have put anybody. They could have put any hot younger artist on the record. What do you think, P?
I mean, at the time that he did the what is it? You know, the vibe or whatever the name of that song is, the 5 Year Foreign on that. What is it? King
That
Disease?
shit
One of
I
them
don't even
songs.
know which joint it was on. It was King's Disease 1, I think.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Fabio
It's the
Foreign
joint.
was
It's the
featured
joint with
on a
Ferg.
Nas song.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
It's the joint with
I didn't
Ferg
even know
where
that.
they got the
I didn't
where
know
got
that.
the
It's
yeah.
called the Vibe or the Vibe or something like that. Why
Nah.
can't you
Um.
feel like it
Why?
is?
What? It's. I don't even remember the name, but I know they out in the Heights filming the video, and
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
What I'm saying is at that time,
He
five,
did a video with Nas.
yeah, he did
yeah.
the video with Nas, which is crazy.
I didn't even know that.
He
I
got
didn't
a
even
whole
know that.
video. Yeah, but that's like 5 years ago. He was retarded to begin with. He wanted to seem like them young, you know what I mean, drill running around doing all the stupid shit. He was one of the main ones. I thought he was a little smarter because he kind of dodged a lot of the drama that came when
Right.
because he's one of the ones that kind of helped it. You know what I mean? But apparently he didn't. Right? They say he was in jail this whole time. Um, so I don't know. I just either way age is no excuse. Like my son just now is 19, and he was going back and checking things whenever. Like he was telling me that like 3 years ago. One time
Right.
my one time like 2 3 years ago, this boy was late because he was listening to Big Daddy Kane's album in the hallway and he didn't hear the bell or something like that. Fucking Big Daddy
Mm.
Kane's album. So if that little
Kids
kid,
got
Mm.
good taste.
you know what I'm saying? But if you could do that, there's
Yeah.
no in today's era where you could research things that you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when we were young where it was just rumor and you had to like, you know what I mean, hear about it on like the radio or
Word.
Yeah.
read about it in the source. You know what I'm saying? Now everything's out, so there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad, but I would, you know what I mean? I'm not surprised, yo, because again, he's one of them. You know, he's not all that bright, and he's not all that lyrical and trying to be like a respected MC anyway. He just had that stupid drill song. He had a couple little hits, but it was like put together. But people,
I like his he did
yeah,
that Kanye song Off the Grid. I like
yeah,
Fabio
Th-
Foreign's verse on
was
that.
on it.
I thought,
I
you
was
know.
happy when he had the little
Is that the
Beyonce.
shit he got with Alicia Keys? What is like Alicia Keys and
Nah,
Kanye? Is that that's a
nah,
different one?
another song. Off the Grid is on the
Oh, okay,
Kanye.
because I think he's also he's
He got
on one of Kanye's records, right? Also.
he got that
Off the grid.
Mm.
I remember because I wasn't super familiar. I mean, I wasn't super familiar with Fabio Foreign, but I used to work at this moving company. I used to work with these young niggas, and they was like, yo, that nigga Fabio snapped on that off the grid shit. And I was like,
Um,
word, like whatever. So I threw it on, and this shit was like, it was
what,
like, I
Yeah,
listened to some of the shit, like,
I know some from just I guess beefing with the Blickies and beefing with what's son's name that was GD or whatever. Coach the Ghost and the other dude,
mm,
you
um,
know, Coach the Ghost man. I forgot son name.
yeah,
is this
yep,
But I thought
shit?
Fabio was pretty good. Like he was all right. Like I kind of
right,
listened to his music here and there. Like when I
right,
wanted to try to like learn a little bit about the drill scene, I came across him
right,
and I thought he was all right.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
I'm not gonna discredit him, but I think it's whack when you like
So,
24, 25 years old and you say you grew up listening to looking up to Chief Keef and like yo he's 15, 16 years old and you 24, 25 years old. Like that's just weird.
yeah,
Like so you just got into hip hop when you 25. Like the like I've been listening to hip hop since I was like 8, 9 years old. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's weird. Like when dudes
here's
talk about that's what they got into and that's what they look up to a dude that's basically 10 years younger than you or something like that. So I think that's where the goofy stuff comes to me. And like I'm not jacking it, man. I'm not no anybody
right,
disrespect the icons and the greats. Like we
you
gotta
know,
we gotta come we gotta come at you for it. Like period.
I
But
feel
anyway,
you,
that's all I gotta say on that matter. But yo, man, what I do want to say on a positive note is keep striving to do what you do. You know, you
definitely.
got the
yeah,
big brothers always here in your corner whenever you need us for support,
much
light,
appreciated,
whatever it is,
much appreciated.
whatever we could do for you, man, we here.
Mhm.
Um, please
Yo,
go out there and
thank you
support
guys
our
for having
brother.
me.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Thank you. I just want to let you know before once we end this, you gotta like stay with us in the lobby for a moment because it gotta like upload 100%. All right, so don't click the phone off yet. All right.
Copy that, no problem.
Word, man. So, yo, peace and love to everybody, man. All the listeners on YouTube, the viewers. This is also available on all audio platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Like, subscribe, share it. Spears and Mics. We talk hip hop culture. We talk about the streets sometimes, and we drop some knowledge here and there too. Peace and love. Big salute to our special guest, Spaceman, man. Thank you again.
It's,
Peace.
Peace.